dreams just random images fired from an unconscious brain during sleep? Or something much more important, like life-saving inner guidance? How dreams can be healing and early warning tools for disease, financial crisis, or success. And love is still one of the behavioral science's greatest unanswered questions. Hello, I'm your host, author Kat O'Keefe Kanavos. Welcome to Dreaming Healing, where dreams and cutting-edge scientific research meet on syndicated Dreamvisions 7 radio network. Dreaming Healing is every Tuesday at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern, with live shows on the first and third evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, when you can call in and ask Kat questions about your amazing dreams. Talk on air. Call toll-free 833-220-1200. That's 833-220-1200. Come live your dreams out loud with Kat.
Hey, good evening, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. This show is actually video. So if you're only listening right now and you want to watch us, because I have three guests with me tonight, so it's going to be a really fun night, go to my website, The Queen of Dreams, or Kathleen O'KeefeCanavos.com, and look in the right hand corner up the top, and you'll see Dreamvision 7, a link there. Just click that button. It'll take you to my website page on Dreamvision 7 Radio Network, which is actually out of Boston. And you look for a little TV with an antennae on it, click on that, and you will get to watch us. All right? So, we all have dreams and we all have nightmares. So welcome to the IASD number 2 Dream Doctors show. We may not remember our nightmares. We may not remember all of our dreams, but the ones that we do are really important. Otherwise, we wouldn't be remembering them. What if we took those dreams that are so important and turned them into artwork? I know I've had people say to me, I don't keep a dream journal because I'm not good at writing. I mean, I remember my dream when I wake up, but I just, I'm not good with words. Hey, what about an art dream journal? You look at that picture and it reminds you of everything that happened in that dream. So our guest tonight is Dr. Kimberly Mascaro, who is going to be my co-host. She was the co-host on the first Dream Doctors show for the IASD. And we also have tonight with us, we have Julie Nauman and Kim Vergil, and both of them are co-chairs of the art committee at the IASD. And the IASD is the world's premier dream organization. I'm going to be on a panel there with Dr. Kimberly Mascaro and both of our other guests tonight. Kim Vergil and Julie Nauman are also going to be there. So we're going to be talking about what we're going to be doing at the IASD, which is International Association for the Study of Dreams. And you can look that up online, IASD 2022. But first, before we get started tonight, we're going to start out with our meditation that we do every single show. It's our protection meditation, and it's also our cleansing meditation. So those of you who are new, we're going to be taking in 3 deep breaths. And by the way, if you are listening to this show on your radio and you're driving, do not close your eyes. It will still work. Keep your eyes open and your hands on the wheel and just follow along with us. It'll all be good, okay? Then you can go back at a later date and watch this show if you're only listening right now. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking in 3 deep breaths of air, and you can do that with us while you're driving. And we're going to imagine any negativity connecting to that breath of life. We're going to blow it across the room into the purple flame of Saint Germain, where it's going to be converted into this beautiful golden energy and return to the universe. And that way, we're not going to be littering with our negativity. We're going to just turn it into reprocess beautiful light. Okay. And then I want you to imagine a power gift. A power gift is anything that's powerful to you. It can be this pencil right here. Somebody who was really important to me gave me this pencil, or it's just important to me because I write all the time and I'm an author. So let's say that's my power gift, or it can be some jewelry. It could actually be your car. If your car is your power gift and you see it all the time in your dreams, imagine holding it in your hand. Just shrink it down in your mind to hold it in your hand. It's your power gift. We're going to create a mirrored bubble around us that only will allow that which is of the highest and best to come in. Okay? So ready? Get really comfortable. Sit deep in your chair. Feel yourself just relaxing, kind of move your head around. We all get a stiff neck because we're so serious. Oh, we're just so serious. Just relax, relax, and take a deep breath in. Hold it. Imagine any negativity going into that breath of life. Maybe something someone said to you during the week. Blow it out across the room. It's gone. It's gone. Another deep breath in. Hold it. Imagine maybe something someone said to you. It's a little hurtful. Blow it out across the room. One more time, deep breath in. Imagine any really deep, fill up your lungs, that breath of life. Any little tiny negativities that you don't even remember, like little pepper, little pieces of pepper, get in that breath of life. Blow it out across the room. Into the purple flame of Saint Germain, where it's converted into beautiful energy and returned to the universe. Now imagine holding your power gift. Mine is a feather that my spirit guides gave me in a dream to use as a sword. I'm going to create a mirrored bubble all around myself that only allows that which is of the highest and best, and brought by our spirit guides and guardian angels. Only that may come into our protective mirrored bubble. Everything else is reflected back from whence it came. We wish it so, and therefore it is. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Move around a little bit. If you're having trouble re-entering, take your fingers and put them together. Put your fingertips together and press 3 times. These are isometrics. 2, 3. Now put your fingertips together and pull 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Feel yourself coming fully into your body, which is now re-energized. So, dreams are much more than a part of sleep. They're also an important part of our waking world, and we can express our dreams and nightmares in artwork, because sometimes it's easier to draw or paint or mold what we saw in our dreams rather than try to put it into words. And so we have 2 incredible guests with us tonight on tonight's show. We have Kim Vergil and Julie Nauman, and they're going to be talking about dream artwork. And Dr. Kimberly Mascaro is co-hosting with me tonight. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
Your extensive and impressive bios are on my Dreaming Healing website page for tonight's show for all of our audience. You can go to that website again. You can go there through The Queen of Dreams or my website, Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos, and read their long bios. But in order to not have me talking all the time, I'm going to invite them to tell you a little bit about themselves and to share their websites with you. So let's start with you, Dr. Kimberly Mascaro. Tell us a little bit about you and what you're going to do at IASD and share your website with us since you're co-hosting with me tonight.
Sounds good. Thank you, Kat. Let's see. I wear many hats. What a primary hat is I'm a California-based psychotherapist that brings dreams into the therapy session when, of course, the client requests that. And I also am the ethics committee co-chair for the IASD. I've been a part of the IASD for about a decade, and I really love art. It's one of the things I do that brings me a lot of peace and a lot of joy. And so, like you said, Kat, is part of a dream journal. Yes, I just do some writing, sometimes just some quick bullet points, but I do also like to turn that into some type of visual external representation, some type of art. So I'm super excited here to have Kim and Julie here, the co-chairs of the Visual Arts Committee for the IASD, to tell us about their process and all of that. So I'm really happy to be here. Thank you.
Great. So Kim, Vergil, tell us a little bit about yourself and share your website with us.
So I've been, oh my gosh, it's going way back to 2006. I joined IASD. I'd taken a course with Lainey Delphin, who's a member of the IASD going way back, and a dream analysis course. And they were planning a show in Montreal. And so I went to the course, and halfway through the course, I came with my portfolio and said, look, I have dreams at night, but all this artwork I'm doing, these are dreams too. So and she looked, oh my gosh, the conference is coming to Montreal. Can you help us work with the art show? And it's, you know, kind of haven't looked back since. I've been doing it ever since, working with the arts involved with Dream. And what was interesting about it is that we do all our work before the conference. So we do a lot of the curating and call for submissions. And we really try to encourage, with everywhere that the conference goes, we invite the individuals from that area to participate in the art show. We have a lot of artists within the IASD who contribute pretty regularly. And what's neat is that all that work's done, we set up the exhibition, and then I get to go to the show, go to this conference and learn all about dreaming for the time that, you know, the 5 days of the show, of the conference. So I learned so much about dreams, and learned how to interpret dreams better in a way that really has influenced my artwork, and made a big difference on how I produce my work now. So it's really been a nice two-way street of giving and receiving so much information about dreams, and how the dreaming process and how I've learned about it has influenced my creative process.
Love it. So Julie Nauman, tell us a little bit about you and what you're going to be doing.
Have I lost you?
No,
Yeah,
we still have
I
you.
lost
Can you
that
hear
last
me?
part.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
This is a live show, so we have lots of things to happen, including on Julie's camera. She's probably going to have her cat show up, and you probably see Loki show up on mine all the time. So we're cat people. So Julie, take it away. Tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I started doing art almost as a kind of therapeutic process when I was pretty young. And I was part of a feminist gallery, and a woman, I went to a workshop, and this woman suggested including dreams in either your sketchbooks or your journals, and making a note, you know, at the top that it's a dream. So I started writing down my dreams, and I didn't start making art from them for quite a while. I knew that my paintings were kind of dreamlike, but I never took things directly from the dreams. They were very abstracted at first. And then I started incorporating more emotional states into the paintings rather than making them direct. They became, eventually, over time, they became more and more directly related to the dreams. But in either case, both art, with my art making and with dreams, it's like having a dialogue with your unconscious or something, where you either write things down or you start a piece and then you're not quite sure where to go with it. So you set it aside and where you can see it out of the corner of your eye, kind of. And I do that with written narratives of my dreams. I'll revisit them. And then I learn things from them. It's like having a dialogue. Did I already say that? But it's like having a dialogue with the work or with the dreams, and things emerge kind of on their own, in their own time.
So how can we find you? What's your website?
Oh, my website is, if you do JNAUMAN hyphen Mikulski, MIKULSKI.com. And I have a whole bunch of sections on there because I also teach. So there's design, there's student work, but if you click on the tab that says art, you'll find a variety of different, I've worked in a lot of different media all over the years, because mostly it's the media is serves the purpose of however I want to express my my vision or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Kim, let's go back to you. Kim Vergil, I forgot to get your website at the end. So can you share your website with us?
You know, it's looking, yeah, I'm sorry, Kat. It's looking like she's having some internet troubles. I think she's coming in from Europe. She goes between Montreal and Europe, and it looks like she's having some internet troubles. So she might pop back in, but unfortunately at the moment we've lost her for now.
Okay, well, then we'll go to you. Okay. Kimberly, Dr. Kimberly Mascaro, can you share your website with us and tell us what you're going to be doing at IASD?
Yes, my website, it's a bit of a tricky one too. It's consciouschimera.com. So that's the word conscious, and then chimera, CHIMERA.com. And you can find me there. And this year at the IASD conference, I will be presenting with Kat here, and also with Dr. Bhaskar Banerjee on health and healing dreams, because all of us have done, us three have done lots of research on health and healing dreams, but also have had personal experiences with how dreams have helped us through an illness, an injury, and that sort of thing. So we'll be it will be a 3-person panel talking about that, sharing our personal stories, but again, the meaningful dreams that others have had, which has helped them navigate through illness and along their healing journey. So I really look forward to that. And I know we're talking about art today as well, and so.
Is that behind you? Is that your art?
Oh,
dreams?
Yeah, those are a couple pieces, yes, of my dream art. And so is this right, Julie? The deadline to submit art this year is May 15th.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little later.
Yeah, it's a little later than usual, but what it allowed was for many, many months for dreamers all over the world to create artwork and submit it to a jury, which leads to a pretty impressive dream art exhibition.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
So, I want to ask really quick, Kimberly, are only doctors allowed to come to the IASD, or can our audience who's listening, are they welcome as well?
Everyone is welcome. And that is what is so cool about the IASD. And you can learn more at asdreams.org. So Association for the Study of Dreams. So asdreams.org. And everyone is welcome. The super cool thing I love about the IASD, and these conferences are just, so much fun, is that it's interdisciplinary. So sometimes we have physicians and psychiatrists and psychologists and anthropologists attend alongside therapists, clinicians, artists, just anybody, your average person who loves dreams, because there are several tracks And these tracks highlight dreams in the arts, which might, you might get to join a workshop where you're creating dream poetry, or a really different experience where you're sitting in getting your continuing education credits while you're listening to example for Dr. Michelle Carr speak about the sleep lab. So it's just this wide range of people, and it's really, really, it's really, really wonderful. But I certainly do love the that we have Dream Arts as part of IASD, because for me, it just really enriches my experience at the conference.
Mm-hmm.
So thank
Yes.
you for asking.
So before we go to break, what I wanted to do is tell our audience a little bit about Kim Vergil, even though she popped off, and it'll kind of explain why she popped off. Kim Vergil is a Canadian artist, and she's living and working in Basel, Switzerland. So she was actually coming in to our show from out of the country, and the internet was not all that great. So she has a Bachelor of Fine Arts from the University of Quebec in Montreal, Canada, and she has participated in international and national solo and group exhibitions in Europe, US, and Canada, and she is a member and chair of the Arts Committee for the International Association for the Study of Dreams. So we're very honored to have her for a few seconds, and she may be able to pop back in after the commercial, which we're going to be going to shortly. But when we come back, you can find her at www.kimvergil.com, and that's KIMVERGIL.com. And again, you can go to my website on Dreamvisions 7 Radio Network and look for today's show. And all of the bios are going to be there with hot links. What does that mean? That means when you see it, you just click on it. It's going to take you right to Dr. Kimberly Mascara's website, to Kim Vergil's website as well. All of the guest websites, including Julie Nauman. So you don't have to hunt for them. Just click on the tab. So we've got to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to ask some very interesting questions. For instance, we want to know about how dreams and artwork can help us and guide us in the waking world. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
What if dreams can diagnose your life? What if we can meet the love of our life in dreams? Join host Kat O'Keefe Kanavos, the #1 internationally best-selling author of Dreams That Can Save Your Life, written with Duke University medical doctor Larry Burke. Dreaming Healing is where we'll explore dreams, research, and interpret dreams from you, the caller. Dreaming Healing shows can be heard every Tuesday at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern, with live shows on the first and third evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific Time on syndicated Dreamvisions 7 Radio Network. Come live your dreams out loud with Kat.
Omega Institute, offering workshops, retreats, and online learning dedicated to awakening the best in the human spirit. For over 40 years, Omega has seen more than 1 million people come through its doors to grow, learn, and find a greater sense of purpose. With over 350 workshops to choose from, Omega offers something for everyone. Located in Rhinebeck, New York, just 90 miles north of New York City, Omega's natural environment and quiet pace allow for extraordinary experiences to unfold. Learn more at eomega.org or call 877-944-2002. Again, 877-944-2002.
Have you met your physician within yet? The Nautilus and multi-award-winning book Surviving Cancerland: Intuitive Aspects of Healing is a memoir that takes you down the rabbit hole of healing dreams and interpretations, mixed with conventional medicine and treatments. Listen to the hookah-puffing caterpillar ask, "Who are you?" Dr. Bernie Siegel says Kathleen's story is powerful, honest, and eye-opening. Surviving Cancerland: Intuitive Aspects of Healing by 3-time breast cancer survivor Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos. Buy the book and audio at KathleenO'KeefeKanavos.com and worldwide through Amazon and other retailers.
Ever had a strange dream? Nautilus Award winner, Dreams That Can Save Your Life, Early Warning Signs of Cancer and Other Diseases by Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos and Duke University radiologist Dr. Larry Burke, forward by Dr. Bernie Siegel, shares how people like you self-advocated in the face of adversity and won using dreams. Read life-saving dream stories validated by medical reports. Hear how dreams of dead loved ones saved lives. Use interpretations and journaling as roadmaps in your waking world for health, wealth, and love. Dreams That Can Save Your Life, Early Warning Signs of Cancer and Other Diseases. Buy the audio and book at KathleenO'KeefeKanavos.com in English and Italian worldwide and through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other retailers.
This is Dreamvisions 7 Radio Network, uniting mankind with universal love. Our shows are created from the heart, bringing each listener to a place of divine enlightenment. Breathe, relax, and enjoy. Let life flow.
Welcome back to Dreaming Healing on Dreamvisions 7 Radio Network. I'm your host, Kat Kanavos, and we have got 3 incredible guests for you tonight. We have Dr. Kimberly Mascara, who is co-hosting with me. I'm going to be on the panel with her at the IASD, the International Association for the Study of Dreams. We also have Kim Vergil with us, who keeps popping in and out. And I explained she's coming in from a foreign country. So she may pop in and out. And when she's here with us, we're tickled pink. And when she's not, we still love her and we hope she can pop back in again. And then we also have Julie Nauman, who we have been talking to. And we want to have her answer a question that Kimberly asked her just before the break. So welcome back, everybody. Julie, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, Julie, I think Kimberly asked you a question before we went to break. So did you want to go ahead and answer it for us?
I don't remember the question.
Yeah,
I'm
this
sorry.
is a live show, everybody. So Kimberly, was there a question that you had asked Julie?
Well, one thing I would, love to know more about is, the process. So if, let's say, for listeners who are new to dreaming or new to art or both, and they want to take a dream, let's say they just had this one powerful dream, very vivid, and they want to now work with that dream through an visual art process. Could you instruct the listeners how they might go about that? And also, you mentioned different media. What media they may want to choose and why?
Well, you could approach it a couple of ways. If you are comfortable drawing, some people, just like what you said about the writing, they feel like they can't draw. So you could start with a pencil, something familiar and easy, or you could start with collaging and use any kind of magazines you have and start pulling colors or shapes or textures and putting them together. And a combination of drawing and collaging is really nice because you can get down your general shapes with your pencil, figure out where you want things to go, and then fill in the color with found imagery, especially any kind of outdoor catalogs are always really nice because they have beautiful backgrounds in their images. But that's the simplest way. is just to make it unintimidating by using familiar materials.
You know, I've heard of that called a starter collage. I don't know if that's the typical name, but I love that you brought that up, because collage can definitely be a really nice way to enter creating art with the dream in mind, without having any, you know, any background in art at all. So getting at least some image or two going there, and then taking it out from there, which is so nice.
And if you want to, you can take those initial collages and then use that as almost your sketch to do a larger piece in paint.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So it can keep growing.
Absolutely. And I mean, it will. The interesting thing about it is the transfer from one smaller, maybe collage sketch to a larger canvas, it will also change. You'll learn from it. You'll learn from translating it or transferring it because it gets bigger. You choose the colors based on your collage. Maybe you remember things from your dream that you didn't remember the first time you did the sketch, and so you can add those in.
Yeah, that's lovely. I like how the process just it keeps growing.
Absolutely.
And it's like every layer of it, from the first collage to maybe a painting or something down the line, is just another layer of an externalization, is how I look at it. It's almost like we're looking at our soul is looking back at us, and there it is out there.
Absolutely. And that's what I meant when I talked about the dialogue with the work. You do this little collage maybe one day, and you set it on your desk and you decide to do the painting. You've been looking at it and learning from what you did, and maybe you remember something different, or you want to focus on something different, you switch into painting, and suddenly what you add to the piece by looking at it or studying it, even if it's just a day, it's amazing how it works.
It reminds me a little bit about how, if I look back at a dream journal, some of the words or phrases or bullet points that may have jumped out when I wrote it, or something else jumps out when I revisit my dream journal. So yeah, I see that how that links with the art process as well.
Absolutely. And what you visualize, you know, those visual memories that you have from a dream, by making the piece and, like you said, externalizing it, suddenly other details in the imagery that is in your sort of your unconscious almost, you start to remember things.
Yeah.
Is Kim Vergil still back on with us? Are you here,
Yes.
Kim?
I think I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, great. Yeah. Okay. I'm not seeing you on my screen, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. You're there. Kim, I wanted you to share a wonderful story about your first dream group at IASD, where you shared a suicide dream that had been haunting you for so long and learned it was a healing dream of freedom. Can you do that for us?
Absolutely. It was a really powerful dream. So I'd had this dream, and as I'd said, my father had passed away, and I was doing this dream course with Lainey Dolphin, trying to better understand. And so I have this dream. So I'm going to tell you the dream. So the dream is, I'm standing in the library. I know it's the library of my old university. And it was a really interesting university that had many floors and layers around an atrium. There was a fountain down the bottom. In the dream, there's no wall, of course. I'm in the library on the 3rd floor. And I'm wearing a winter coat, purple winter coat, and I have my arms outstretched, and I have shopping bags on my arms, as if those little plastic, thin, crepey ones, and I look over to my mother on my left, and I basically step off the ledge. And so I commit suicide. And I really feel myself falling, and I look to my arms. And what's really interesting is the bags are rustling in the sound of the wind as I'm kind of falling. So as always, I mean, in my dreams, I never hit the ground whenever things like this happen, So I bring that dream to the group, and I was really upset. My mom was like, I told her about it, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I said, "I think I am. I'm handling it. I've lost my dad, but so-and-so."
Oops.
Maybe she's
back on.
When we put our hands up,
You don't even say.
What had been described to me was the idea that the first question the dream group, the person in charge of the group said to me, "What's very interesting, Kim, is there's stuff in the bags." And I went, "Actually, no, they're empty." And so he said, "Well, that's interesting. There's nothing weighing you down. And these bags are kind of floating there with all this potential." And what had happened was that I'd been applying to get into the master's program at the Fine Arts University, at that university. I think I tried 3 times because I really wanted to be a professor in the arts. And I didn't get accepted. And it was a possibility of me realizing that part of me had to let go, had to die. And that way I could move forward. There was so much potential. These bags were empty. My life was ahead of me. And I decided to become a full-time professional artist. And that's what I've done ever since. So I didn't look back. So what I thought was such a negative dream turned out to be a dream about learning to accept the freedom of the next step and letting go. So it was really helpful, interesting process.
Yeah. So Kimberly, do you have any questions to ask about that dream?
No, but I'm thankful that you shared something with us. Yeah, so powerful and so personal. That's the thing about dreams, right? Is they can be mundane all the way to something that is just really shifts and impacts our life so deeply, especially with where we're headed, where we want to head in life, which may or may not work out. Related though, I did have a question, Kim, related, and it's similar to what I asked Julie earlier, related to process. If you could share with the listeners how you take a dream, your own personal process here, how you take a dream and then how it becomes a piece of artwork, how you kind of move along that trajectory.
So, and you're asking, that was for me, right? For
yes,
Kim?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, your process.
So what's really interesting is that because I've learned so much about how I understand we create dreams at night, I don't actually do artwork of the dreams that I've had. And that was kind of what was interesting when I went to the dream workshop, is that I was like, I have my dreams at night, but I make these paintings that turn out to be other dreams. So what I think is really cool about it is that we can, like, a lot of people get very frustrated with the fact that they can't remember their dreams. And what I've realized with this creative process that I've used is that you can make dreams by creating them with the artwork and use them as a starting point, because it's all from you no matter what. So what I understand is that we basically combine everyday imagery as raw materials, and we kind of categorize it in our brains in terms of something that's prickly and something that's green and something that's cold. And we have all these different files and images that go with these kind of feelings and emotions. And then we put emotional energy together with it. And this creates the process of dreaming, the inner conversation with ourselves and our unconscious when we're dealing with, problem solving in everyday life. So for me, it's my photographs. I photograph every day, everything from the spectacular to the mundane splash of paint on the road or, cracks and things. And then I put it together with paint, which for me becomes the emotional energy, so I collage all these photos on a canvas. Then I paint on top of it. And I really try hard to stay away from ego. It's really important that I let go, let the process happen, have faith in it. I just understand now, having done it so many times, that something will appear and it never fails. I mean, it takes time. I watch a canvas, I sit with it. I really like the way Julie was talking about dialogue with the work. It is a process of listening, and it's almost as if the piece talks back to you, and there's this give and take. And once you find something within the work, my job as an artist is to really respect what was originally there and yet give focus to what I've discovered. If a face shows up and it has one eye, like in a dream, there's a reason, and you leave it with one eye. When you try to put that other eye in to make everything what you think, that's your ego taking over. It just kills the energy in the piece. And I've learned to allow for the process of the work doing the directing, not me. I'm just there to kind of discover. And then what I love about it is I can hand it over. It's a bit like sharing a dream in dream group. And then everybody has their own interpretation, and they're all legit kind of interpretations. Everybody starts to discover and see things. And I talk about it like finding meaning within chaos. And I think in today's world where everything is quite chaotic in our daily lives and just the world in general, it's kind of neat to be able to kind of playfully find meaning in that process.
Okay, that's a great place to take a break. We've got to go to break right now, but when we come back, we're going to talk about taking the dream, which is abstract in the fourth and fifth dimension, and pulling it down into the abstract in the third dimension here on the earth plane. So don't go away. You're listening to Dreaming Healing on Dreamvisions 7 Radio Network. I'm your host, Kat Kanavos, and we're co-hosting with Dr. Kimberly Mascaro today. We'll be right back, so don't go away.
That every word you speak matters. What you say and how you say it can make or break a relationship or shift the outcome of any situation. Are your conversations making a difference? Faith in God, gratitude, authenticity, and giving are Teresa Velarde's heart. It's in this spirit that she's focused on making a difference in the lives she's blessed to touch. Conversations That Make a Difference is now on syndicated Dreamvision 7 Radio Network every Tuesday at 5 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern Time, with live call-in shows every first and third Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Darkest hours to brightest moments, transformation from despair to happiness, and chaos to clarity. Real people, real pain, real healing. Life-threatening illness, death, abusive relationships, divorce, and overcoming addiction are challenges these men and women faced head-on. See how they emerged stronger and happier. Buy the new book, Chaos to Clarity, Sacred Stories of Transformational Change by Reverend Patricia Caginello and Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos. Available on sacredstoriespublishing.com and worldwide through Amazon and other retailers.
Are miracles real? Can you move from mayhem to miracles? 30 prominent authors say yes as they share their high fives and down lows of challenges, abuse, addiction, and love. Experience hope, the magic elixir of miracles, through the personal stories of New York Times bestselling authors James Redfield, Dr. Bernie Siegel, Sister Jenna, Reverend Temple Hayes, and many more. If you like bestsellers, Chaos to Clarity, and Crappy to Happy, you'll love crying and laughing through Mayhem to Miracles. Sacred Stories of Transformational Hope. Available now on Amazon and in bookstores worldwide.
Why are we here? How can we be happy? Questions asked from millennials to boomers. Crappy to Happy, Sacred Stories of Transformational Joy answers them using true stories of grit, grace, and love. James Redfield, author of The Celestine Prophecy, wrote in the foreword, "This book is a seminar about emerging truths and offers grounded solutions through the art of the comeback." Dr. Bernie Siegel, a contributing author, wrote, "Bodies die, but spirits and consciousness survive and recycle." So grab some tissues, open your book, and prepare to cry and laugh till it heals. Crappy to Happy by Reverend Ariel Patricia and Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos. Available from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and booksellers worldwide.
This is Dreamvision 7 Radio Network, uniting mankind with universal love. Our shows are created from the heart, bringing each listener to a place of divine enlightenment. Breathe, relax, and enjoy. Let life flow.
Welcome back to Dreaming Healing on Dreamvision 7 Radio Network. I'm your host, Kat Kanavos, and I have a co-host tonight, Dr. Kimberly Mascaro, and we are talking to the co-chairs of the Art Committee for the IASD, and that stands for the International Association for the Study of Dreams. And we are actually talking about dreams. And just before we went to break, we were talking about how an abstract dream that we're having, we have a tendency when we're drawing it to make it make sense to us in the waking world. But one of the most beautiful things about dream art is how it doesn't necessarily have to fit in our third dimensional world. We're taking an abstract concept, the dream, from the fourth and fifth dimension. We're bringing it into the third dimension. We're painting it and creating an abstract on the third dimension. So it's really, really mystical and it's powerful. So, we have to kind of keep our ego out of it. That's what Kim was talking about just before we went to the break. And also I want to explain to everybody that Kim, who's with us tonight, Kim Vergil, she's actually in Champagne, France right now. And she is coming in on our radio show. So she may be bouncing in and out, but we're just so happy to have her. We don't care. So if she bounces out, we'll just wait for her to bounce back in and then we'll ask her another question. So welcome back to Dreaming Healing. And I want to go now to, Dr. Kimberly. Dr. Kimberly, talk to us a little bit about why our dreams and painting those dreams or doing that dream in artwork, even if we're using stick people, is so important to our waking world.
Yeah, I think what you said, even if we're using stick people, was a really important point, because so often we can get caught up on, oh, but I don't know how to draw, I can't draw. And so at least with my clients, I've said, take your non-dominant hand. So there's no pressure there. Use your non-dominant hand in any medium you want to have fun with, not the medium you're going to best control, but the medium you're going to have fun with. And sometimes that's for right-handers, that's their left hand using finger paints or types of pastels or something. And just play with the energy, the color, the movement. And so regardless of how we express ourselves, artistically, we still can get insight into the dream. We still can have that kind of conversation with our soul. Again, because I think of dreaming as kind of our soul's language, and we can just play in that through that process of relaxing into it and playing. Insights can pop up too. So we can do dream work from so many different directions. I was wondering, I don't know if this would be a good time, Kat, is if also Julie and Kim might want to tell us what we can expect at the IASD conference in July in Tucson with regard to the art exhibition. What's that like? We can expect, because I know we are nearing the end of the show.
Yeah, we are. That would be great. So let's go back to Kim at this. No, actually, let's go to Julie, because we had Julie kind of sitting there. Julie, explain to us what we can expect, especially the audience, what they can expect with the art, the dream art work at the conference.
Well, it's a big variety of media. and it's very high quality work, amazing work, painting, photography. If there's even film, sometimes they set up small laptops and whatnot, sculptures, small sculptures, and sometimes even jewelry we've had some interesting jewelry in there. And aside from just the exhibit proper, there's also a panel of artists. I will be hosting that, but I think there'll be 4 or 5 artists from the actual exhibition talking about their process in a panel, which is a really great opportunity. So there's opportunities for people to meet the artists, to hear a few artists talk about their process. We have a meet and greet before the official opening of the exhibition. So visitors can walk around and look at work and talk to the artists right there.
So let me ask you, Julie, this artwork, our audience that is listening right now, could they submit their artwork if they wanted to be a part
Absolutely.
of the IASD? How would they go about doing that?
Well, if you go to the website and look at the conference aspect of the IASD website, and you scroll down, there's a little button that you can click on that says submit work, and it's really quite simple. You can just upload a JPEG, a picture of some sort. A JPEG is best, of your artwork. And if you do digital art, you can do a screen capture and upload a PNG file too.
Oh, that is exciting. So all of you dreaming artists out there, if you would like to put your artwork in there, make sure you go to the IASD 2022 website and put your artwork in. We'd love to see it. And I never even thought about art, really dream jewelry. What a great idea.
Mm-hmm. Adornment, right?
Yes, yes. I mean, how often have we had dreams where we're wearing jewelry? I know I have.
Or giving, or been given a gift or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a dream where I received
I'd like to say
necklace. It's cool.
Wow. And I'd like to say something in there. I think with the jury committee, what we always try to say is that we really try to keep the idea of how a dream has been expressed in art very wide open in terms of what kind of work it is accepted, but it has to be inspired somehow by a night dream. It can be about a dream that you have, and in the dream you saw blue and you end up doing a painting or a sketch, or like you were talking about, Kimberly, with the pastels and it's all blue. But as long as you can somehow relate it back to dream and that's in your description of the piece, we would love to see it. But it's not to be mistaken with I dream of being this or that in life. It really is about the concept of how our night dreams have influenced the art, and there the sky's the limit. So we love to see different work from all over.
Yeah, so Kimmel, we've got you on here. How have your dreams helped you in your work, in your daily work all over the world? How have your dreams done that?
I think that being aware of your dreaming mind, and then using it as a juice to be able to create artwork with. What I've learned about the whole dreaming process is that the dreams do the work of the healing and growing and problem solving, whether we pay attention or not. But the really interesting thing is that the more we pay attention to this world of dreams, that we dream all night. I mean, people think they don't dream because they don't remember their dreams, but the work is being done whether you pay attention or not. But if you do pay attention, I think the advantage of self-actualization is so much more realized, so much faster. You can go so much further. You can be so much more aware of things that are happening to you. And that just kind of inspires and influences my artwork as a maturing process as I get older with dream and creativity. So it's kind of cool.
Great. I'm going to give the same question to you, Julie. How does your dreams, how does it affect your work?
Well, it gives me insight into sort of what I would call my unconscious. And in that way, I learn more about my, I guess, my thought processes and my approach to things. And it helps me as a teacher to see a little deeper into some of the things that people say, especially if they are willing to. I'm doing a workshop this summer working with people and their dreams. And I feel like it's a real privilege to hear what people dream about.
So I'm going to ask you the same thing, Dr. Kimberly Mascaro. How do your dreams affect your business or your work or in your waking world?
Well, they can affect them pretty profoundly. I will have periods where I have very low recall or little recall. And sometimes that can be frustrating. I know we need those breaks, but sometimes that can be frustrating because I want more, I want more info. But some dreams, I'll just speak kind of on the current healing journey I'm on because, we've had a similar experience. Well, somewhat similar. You more experience than I, but with breast cancer and using our dreams as support for that. And so with this particular healing journey I'm on, my dreams have really showed me where I need to cut back on things, behaviors I need to change, what's going on in my body, what might not be working or functioning properly, what I might need to eat even specifically. It's weird when collard greens appear in your dreams and you're told to eat them when you've never used them before. So that's just one example. But I have many, and Kat, I talk about that in my book, Dream Medicine. So with the current journey I'm on now, dreams are everything. And again, I'm so grateful that I paid attention, and I still pay attention, and that they guide me to be as well as I can, because there's so many parts of us, right? Like, we never know what could happen to our physical body. But we have our mind and our emotions and spirit, and we can use dreams to impact and heal and help us evolve on all of those terrains. So in a nutshell, that's how dreaming's really impacted my life, and in the current couple of years I've been walking.
Great. Well, believe it or not, guys, we've come to the end of our show again. And, we learned from this show that dreams are a gift that we often wish we could give back, but they're a gift nonetheless. I've had dreams telling me what to eat too. They told me to eat dandelions. I was like, what? Dandelions? I didn't even know you could eat those. But yeah, they're really important for your health. So our dreams are as individual as our fingerprints, and just as important. And when we can take those dreams and turn them into artwork, they can become a part of our lives forever that we can share with other people. So I really hope you and our audience will join us, and Julie Nauman and Kim Vergil and Dr. Kimberly Mascaro at the IASD 2022 this year, because we'd love to see you, and I know you would love to see the artwork, especially if you're an artist. So until next time, remember, everybody dreams, but some dreams save lives. Again, I'm your host, Kat Kanavos, and I've had Dr. Kimberly Mascaro as the co-host tonight. Until next time, paint your dreams if you don't want to write them down, or draw them. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you for joining us this evening, and a big thanks to our producer. Tune in next time to Dreaming Healing for more cutting-edge research, live dream interpretations, and stories with radio host and award-winning author Kat Kanavos. Listen every Tuesday at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Time with call-in live shows on the first and third evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific Time on syndicated Dreamvisions 7 Radio Network. Remember, everyone dreams, but some dreams save lives. Live your dreams. Find more about Kat at KathleenO'KeefeCanavos.com. That's Kathleen with a K. OKEEFEKANAVOS. Or The Queen of Dreams on Google search.
This is Dreamvision 7 Radio Network, uniting mankind with universal love. Our shows are created from the heart, bringing each listener to a place of divine enlightenment. Breathe, relax, and enjoy. Let life flow.